on my mind, staying consistent, trying to get some more really shit. I promise not one monkey gon' stop the show. Yes, I'm from that dirt, I bring that hurt. I'm here to let you know how put them on this shit.
Got my little morning workout in, as usual. Thinking nothing about it. Checking my account, making sure everything was copacetic, and went on living my day. But before I knew it, I heard guys yelling, saying the tag team's on the zone. So the tag team, 3 big, swole, muscle-bound, built white boys, rednecks. They come in and tear your shit up, shake your shit down, making sure they get everything that you ain't supposed to have for as any type of contraband. And see, the zone that I was on, the unit I was in, the zone I was on, there was this guy. He had everything. I'm talking about weed, ice, phones, cigarettes, everything. Tablets, iPads, vape pens. The nigga like 60, but the nigga got everything. You understand? And every time that the tag team come in, they go directly to him because they know he the man, but they can never catch him with shit. So it's a normal thing seeing the tag team running and fucking with this guy, you know what I mean? So I go to the bathroom, trying to peep the scene, act like I'm washing clothes at the same time. But I'm watching down there, seeing the tag team tear his shit up like they normally do. So I'm like, oh, I'm straight. So I ain't got nothing but a phone and a charger. But you know what I'm saying? That's labeled major country, man. You feel what I'm saying? And these fucking phones go for like $800 a piece just for the phone. The charger itself is $100. A little $40 fucking phone. But anyway, yeah, so I'm watching tag team tear his shit up. I go back to my motherfucking rack, get my phone, wrap my charger up and shit, stick it in my coat. I'm like, shit, I can go outside. You know, the rack door stay open. I can go outside, stash my shit in the sand. I'm good. You feel me? But first, let me go peep the scene outside. Go peep the scene outside. There's a couple guys out there. You can tell they got their shit on them because niggas be acting all nervous when they got their shit on them. They're always very observant. You know what I'm saying? Looking around all the time like a fucking prairie dog. But anyway, I get my shit. I put it in my coat pocket and I throw it on my bed. Let me go check the scene first. I go check the scene. You know what I'm saying? Politic with a couple fellas out there on the yard. And I'm like, okay, it's cool out here. Now I'm finna run back in and get my shit. So, in the midst of me going back in and grab my coat, I hear somebody say, hey, yo, the sink running over. Who closing the sink? I'm like, damn, if you leave your shit in that water too long, your shit will rust, you know what I mean? I guess the rust comes from the pipes or some shit out there. But if you leave your shit running in the water in the overflow, you have rusty ass clothes. You can't get it out. So, boom. Now, I gotta go up in there and get my shit. In the midst of me going in there getting my shit, ringing it out, you feel what I'm saying? Boom. Here come two tag members. One of them I know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know him from the streets, but I know him. He alright. But still, the white boys got to do their job. So he called me, hey, yo, big dog. Hey, I need you step over here. So I'm knowing what's going on. I'm not dirty, but I'm knowing they finna strip search me. So that's what they do. They strip me down in my boxes, taking an item off me one by one, man. I'm talking about one by one. Don't take shit off until they tell you. Take your socks off, take it off. Take the other sock off, take it off. And you gotta hand it to them. Every item that you pull off, you gotta hand it to them. Alright? I did as ordered. They strip me down. Now once you booty, asshole, and naked, they're gonna tell you, put both hands on the wall, and they're gonna tell you, squat and cough. I hate that shit. I don't know if these niggas be ride watching or what, but I hate that shit. Anyway, they're gonna tell you to squat and cough. And they do that to make sure that you ain't plugging nothing up your ass. Shit ain't nothing in here that important why I gotta stick that shit up my ass. But anyway, yeah, they do that. Once I get up, after that, they're gonna tell you to turn around, face them. Then they're gonna tell you to lift your nuts. They're gonna tell you to lift your nuts to make sure you ain't got nothing rubber band to your nuts. And again, I'm not doing that shit either. But they make you do that. And then once you see you clean, they're gonna tell you put your clothes back on. Okay, which I did. Put my clothes back on. There was another guy in the bathroom. Now they going through the procedure with him, telling him to strip his clothes off. So while they doing that, I'm trying to hurry up and make it back to my rack. But when I go back to my rack, it's another tech officer standing right by my rack. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if y'all ever been in this situation in the world, but like, it's like when you driving home and you see the police at your house and you keep driving like you don't live there. That's the same thing I did. I seen him stand up on my rack, so I kept going. I'm like, oh shit. So when I walked past him, he glanced at me, but he didn't say shit. So now I gotta try to turn around. I can't go to my rack and grab my coat that's on my bed because he's standing by my rack. So what I did was I turned around, tried to go back around the corner. But by the time I made a halfway around the corner, I heard, hey, yo. He called my whole government full name. I turned around. I was like, what up? He was like, where you headed? I'm like, oh, I'm headed to my partner's rack to get a noodle. He was like, nah, let's go back to your rack real quick. They go back over there. He holding some papers and shit like that. I'm trying to look at the papers. He won't let me see them. He called the other two guys that just script searched me. They come script searching. He whispered something in their ear. They start tearing my shit up, throwing shit everywhere, taking their knife, cutting my mat open, ripping cotton out of it, flipping everything. I'm talking about throwing my pictures of my loved ones, throwing my letters, my legal work, throwing everything. And then they grab the coat. Damn, this jacket feel kind of heavy. You got some contraband in here or a pistol? You know what I'm saying? Pistol is a knife in prison, you know what I mean? So, after they do all that, they go in my pocket, boom, there you go, phone charger. They write me an RVR. Boom, so I'm sitting at the table, they write me my RVR, they ask me how do I plead. You know what I'm saying? So off top, not guilty. You feel what I'm saying? All right. And it's like, do you want a hearing? They go, actually, you want a hearing? Of course I want a hearing. Boom, I tell them I want a hearing. Okay, they give me the little back end of the paper, you know what I'm saying, showing that I got an RVR. I get ready to leave. He said, hold up, you got another one. Another one? Yeah, this the reason why we came down here. They wrote me up for social media. Social media? I didn't know that was a rule violation. I mean, obviously it is because we're in prison, but what I'm saying is, like, what the fuck? So, boom, he showed me a couple pictures of me. You know what I'm saying? To make a long story short, somebody from the free world took a screenshot picture of my Facebook. It's not up under my real government name, but they took a screenshot of my Facebook, sent it to the people up here. You know what I'm saying? The people, after that, they got to come do their job. So it was coming down the hill for me. It was coming down the hill for me anyway. They had my picture now. They was coming for me anyway. And them finding the phone was a bonus. You feel me? So yeah, they wrote me up for both of that. I went to my hearing, and they to do the disciplinary action. I was found guilty on both of them. You feel me? And one, they took my visitation, canteen, my phone privileges, all that shit for 3 months. On the other one, they took the same thing. Phone privileges, visitation, commissary. They took that shit for 6 months. So all in total, I lost everything for 9 months. You know what I'm saying? I don't get no visit. I don't get no commissary. I don't get to use his phone. But none of that shit all the way until November. That shit real. Shit real in there, you feel me? It's so real that even if you making moves, you ain't gotta worry about the snitches inside. You gotta worry about them same bitch ass snitches in the world, man.